Hi, good morning. How you doing? It's June 28th and my last garden tour was May 28th and I'm kind of trying to get it in on the 28th. But a lot has changed since the last garden tour, so I'm pretty excited to show you what I have going on here. And it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm trying to do this before the traffic starts. See? There will be some cars. And I got a new microphone, but it's going to take me too long to set it up, so it's just going to go like this. I'm Robbie in Zone 5A, just outside of Ottawa in Canada, June 28th, 2025. I'm growing dahlias. The corn did not grow for me, so I have no corn. But other than that, everything seems to be going okay. And let me show you around. I got some bunny friends. Right here I have hops. And I cut the top off so I would get another vine started. And she comes up every year. She's very medicinal, and you can make beer with her if you like. And I probably really don't know what I'm getting myself into with this hops, but I'm ready to learn more about her. So we'll see if she takes over my yard. The zinnias came around and look nice and green, beautiful. The lovage I will be cutting, so I wanted to keep her until the video is over. But this is lovage. She is huge. She's very tall. This is supposed to be a cardinal climber, but I'm thinking the seeds in the packages are wrong, because with all the time I spent watching videos, that looks like a cypress vine. Oh look, I have another one sprouted right there. That wasn't supposed to grow. Now I have two. But see, this is the cardinal climber here. I certainly don't think that these leaves look like these leaves. It's a totally different plant. But because I watched so many videos on the cardinal climbers, I came across a lot of cypress vine that was in the same category as cardinal climbers. Like, they look similar. The leaves are very different, so it's going to be interesting now. And I planted a couple of beans there just in case this didn't grow. And I had to put the grow bag up here because the one down there didn't grow. And, well, you know how it goes. This is cardinal climbers. I'm hoping to have a beautiful web wall. Last year I did it and it did pretty good, but I had the small grow bags. This year I have the bigger grow bags. And I actually put Huggies diapers in the bottom of these grow bags to hold some moisture. These are supposed to be red cardinals. Cardinals, sorry. These are supposed to be red canna lilies, but as you can see, she's not red and she's faded. It's because I have to pull the sunflower that volunteered in there. Just look how nice and green she is compared to her. So the next time you see her, she should be greener. This is going to come out. I might try to transplant it, but they don't usually transplant that well when they're that big. The carrots I planted in April are doing pretty good. Got a few of them here. And some cosmos. I have dill coming up everywhere through the cracks, even carrots. The zinnias here I changed, and they're looking pretty good. These are volunteer sunflowers. They just popped up. And I'm gonna pull this nasturtium because I think that's what's doing it to this sunflower, because every other one seems to be doing pretty good. Even the one coming from the crack is greener than this one next to the nasturtium, and I pulled out all my nasturtiums in the bag. I pulled out a tomato that was growing out of here, planted in the back. There was a Cosmo. And these are not the same as these. This is cardinal climbers. They get the little red flowers. They open up in the sun. The hummingbirds like. These, although they came from the cardinal climber package, they really look like cypress vines. And I have a sunflower growing, and I thought I'd leave it since it volunteered. Interesting enough. There was a sunflower in that pot too. I pulled it. Sunflower, sunflower. But yeah, it does not look like the cardinal climber at all. It looks just like the cypress vine. Which, I mean, the package did say cardinal climbers. And when I did Google or YouTube cardinal climbers, a lot of the videos were the cypress vine. Over here I have, look at this sweet potato. Stokes purple sweet potato, isn't it pretty? Nice heart-shaped leaves, and they're edible. Put next to my cayenne pepper here and here, here and here. Not doing well. Not doing well at all. They didn't do well last year, and I bought them from the same place, so I don't know. I have to pull out all these, and I was going to, but I thought for the video I would leave them. But this is all cilantro, and this is what the horse ate, I guess. A lot of wild lettuce and clover. So I'll pull all this out, and he'll be ready for something else, because this will be cleared out soon. But these garlic scapes got to be pulled or snapped like that. And then I'll make something with these. So I got to pull all of these off. A volunteer sunflower. It seems to be doing really good next to this garlic. I didn't plant as much garlic this year as I normally do. And I'll be pulling out this and this. This is the mullein. Very medicinal plant for the lungs. It's amazing. So soft too. And this feels the same way. This is catnip. And I let her go to flower. But she has to come out. Pulling her out because this tomato plant is not doing as well as this one on this side, and it's probably all this stuff here. So this won't be here next time. And look, see the dill? It's coming through the cracks. So don't worry if you can't grow dill. Once you let it go to seed once, it'll come up everywhere. And then it moves around the yard. Comes up everywhere. Dill, dill, dill. This is my yarrow. She grew wild here one year and I left her. I love yarrow. She's very medicinal. She's going to be flowering beautifully soon. The wartime herb stops internal and external bleeding. See, I have cosmos and a volunteer sunflower coming up in my path. So, why not? These are the Russian kale, and these are being pulled too. But I thought they're so pretty and wanted to show you. But yeah, these are coming out, and this is another catnip that'll come out. But the bees do love the flowers. So, and then I have some sweet potatoes in here. So this will look different next time you're around. That is a mandevilla. Beautiful red flowers that vine up. The filing cabinet did pretty good. I did put another coat of paint on, but you'll notice that some of the rusty stuff will come through. That's good for a couple of years. And probably be best if you don't do what I did and sand it on the outside, because I scratched it, which made it more susceptible for the rust. So I did put a fresh coat, but you can see that is a little messy. And I have some zinnias and foxglove in here. I didn't know if they could grow together, and I probably overdid it, planting too much. But I guess we'll know soon. But the foxglove is doing way better here than in a lot of places. This is my beautiful dahlia bed that I'm really excited about, but I'm not so excited about this not being myrtle. She's not myrtle. It's supposed to be Myrtle's Folly. But the lady that sold it to me got her tags mixed up, so this is Cornell, red Cornell. Is she pretty? She's just pretty. And I didn't know what color zinnias would pop up, but luckily enough, they're all pink. Because when you save your own zinnia seeds, you don't know what's going to come up. These are cafe au lait. I think I should call them cafe latte, because that's what I'm hooked on. Aren't these beautiful? These are Genova. I should have been picking them, but I wanted to show you. This I'm hoping will be a myrtle. Myrtle's Folly. Thomas Edison. Another Thomas Edison. And then on the back corners, I have Labyrinth. And then I have Wind's Pink Pearl and Wine-Eyed Jill. And I'm glad that Fong, my neighbor, plant zinnias and flowers, because he told me to give a lot of space between them or they will have a lot of white mildew. So I'm glad, because I see a lot of dahlia growers like shoving them all together. And yeah, I know it's good to have a lot of them, but might be a bit much. And then this is a red Diplodenia. She's gonna bloom soon. I love her, but I gotta put more soil. You see the roots on the top, so I'm gonna top her up. June 28th. Just before 7 a.m. The walking onions. The Egyptian walking onions. See, they turn into little baby onions. This little baby green onion here. And then this will fall over and they will reroot. But I also noticed, look, little flowers come too. Whoops. I think this is just the coolest plant ever. I mean, for sustainability, this is definitely a forever food. The little baby onions. And you can just take them off, plant them, and you'll have big clusters of onions like that. I have another cluster here. And in the back, I'll show you. There's walking onions. I mean, you'll never have to plant onions again if you have those. Oh, this is a little tiny tomato plant. They're coming around. But you can tell that the cardinal climbers are not the same as the other ones. I should write the seed company. So yeah, not the same. So it'll be interesting to watch. I have a foxglove there. And the lovage, I gotta pull her down. Cosmos, some sunflowers. And this year I trimmed up her flowers and she bloomed again. Like every year I should have been doing that, but I don't know. I let her bloom and then she died and I thought, oh well, that's it. But no, Robbie, because I've been learning so much about dahlias that I kept trimming the fresh flowers off of her, and it's much better to always pick flowers. So I dug this up because I thought this was a real boring spot. And I have foxglove here and there, and then the rest are calendulas because I use that in my fall cream with the cannabis cream. Cannabis and calendula, big deal. Let's go to the back. Oh, let me open it. So here we are, the raspberry patch. And they're going to be another abundance this year. That's one of the best things you can have in your yard, raspberries. I cannot grow strawberries if my life depended on it. I just can't. The squirrels and everything. I had a dahlia on here, but it rotted the roots, so they don't like the pots. They don't like to get too wet, although the grow bags, much better, tall grow bags. And I had another dahlia in the ground back here that I moved over here. And then the other dahlia I put up here. And I just painted this welcome sign. So Cafe Olé, Olé. I have my red roses. Don't know why she's not full of blooms. A few zinnias, and this is my sage. Of course, there's a Jerusalem artichoke. I've been pulling these for weeks. That's why the mulch is everywhere. I put some cardboard. I'll show you a clip of that. I put some cardboard and cleaned it up. This is a real mess, and the weeds won't stop coming because of, I guess, the horse manure. So I'm going to lay some of this down in there. There, I won't have to weed that for a while. This is, okay, I'll start here. These are the garlic chives and a rotten basket I thought I'd put around because I thought it was cute. These are pretty little flowers that, again, I can't remember the name of. And I transplanted some holy basil down in there. And Canada Day is coming up. We stand on guard for the honk honk. Anyway, Black Gorilla, doing pretty good. I used the buds for the cannabis cream for skin cancer, and the trick is to let the buds dry out, but not completely. They still have to have some tackiness and moisture. But anyway, it's a little tip. I have all these sweet potatoes, soaked sweet potatoes growing around as a companion, because I find that the sweet potato is a great companion for some reason. I discovered that a couple of years ago. This is AK-47, and it must be called that because it goes to flower really fast. So she's not a big plant, but yeah, she's productive. So what's she smell like? She's not that strong. Not that strong yet. But yeah. be using her for cream. I put a canna lily here that was here, not doing so well. I doubt it'll do well there either, but if it comes around, I'll transplant it again, possibly. But for now, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. These are my favorite and the best productive tomato plant this year. And I started late. I started the tomatoes in May this year. And that never happens. Normally, I start them in, well, maybe the beginning of May, end of April. But these are my favorite. They're Mennonite tomatoes. And they're really big, orange, delicious tomatoes. And yeah, they're growing faster than all my other tomatoes. Purple Cherokee. Actually, Cherokee Purple. Get them mixed up. Cherokee Purple. I did have another Cherokee Purple here, but I put it over there. These are Roma. I couldn't throw any away, so I have 4. You know how it goes. Lots of beautiful basil. And I got celery scattered here and there. Well, that's a holy basil. And another holy basil. I just don't have a lot of space. And I didn't want to throw them out. And they don't usually do well together, the 2 types of basil. But maybe this year will be different. These are some green onions. These are like the Japanese big green onions. So I might like, as these get a little bigger, like take every second one so the other ones will have room for me to get bigger. So yeah, that's a Cherokee Purple. And then these popped up in this bed. This one and this one. And they're mystery tomatoes. I'm not sure which one they are. They're one of the ones I had last year. Could be a Franchi. It could be a Black Creme. But we don't know. And I have one cucumber plant here. The other one, I guess, might have had a bite out of it. I did have 2, so we'll see if it comes back. I started finishing up the greenhouse. I did some more caulking, so I have to come out and put another coat on the inside. But I recaulked here and freshen it up because I only ever put 1 coat. This bed and this bed, I'm about to plant some zucchini. This is what happens when you use horse manure. I'm using horse manure for the first time this year. And yeah, you get everything that the horse ate. But I tell you what, I haven't had to do much feeding on my plants, so that's a great thing. So there is pros and cons to horse manure, I am learning this year. And that is that everything seems nice and green, beautiful. I haven't had to come feed and feed and feed and feed. But there are a lot of weeds. But the horse eats good weeds. Like this. This is purslane. Purslane is actually delicious. And it's a thick, juicy leaf. Don't mind my fingernails, I'm a gardener. Purslane is a really good weed. Oh, here's another weed. So my biggest dilemma when I weed the bed is, am I keeping the weed? Am I eating the weed, throwing the weed out, or making medicine with it? Excuse me. This, you see the white part of it. Anyway, this is wild spinach. And it tastes better than real spinach, so when you feel like you can't grow spinach, it grows everywhere. Let me show you. Yeah. Wild spinach. Also known as lamb's quarter, I guess. I got some basil here and some purple basil. They say there's a look-alike to purslane, and I did see it in one of the beds. I'm gonna see if I can find one for you. This is the look-alike to the purslane. This is what they say is the look-alike, but I don't find it looks alike. This has a little burgundy, and they're not like thick. So, yeah, if you're interested, that's the look-alike. But yeah, most weeds are edible or medicinal. This nasturtium is getting pulled out. I don't find them doing that well. And the leaves got stuff going on with them. I haven't been able to do a garden tour. It's been so hot. Now it's a nice, beautiful morning, and I want to get out here before everybody else gets out. The zinnias, they're so beautiful. I'm so in love with them. And more walking onions. See? And I'll probably show you a video when I pull them up later. I'll put one up here now. Okay. They do get a little bigger bulb, but they're very good. Actually, this stalk is really hard. Maybe it's okay like in a broth or something, but it's too hard to eat. Turmeric, hope she comes around. I had her in the pot. I had her in one of these pots, and like the dahlia, they don't like to stay wet. So, yeah. I have two different kinds of oregano here, and this is lemongrass, and then the opal basil, and then I have some tiny rosemary that I took clippings from. Lemon verbena, and is not doing as good as this lemon verbena. Look on this side. It's like, wow, look at this lemon verbena. She is amazing. I say it in every video. If you haven't had lemon verbena in your garden, if you can find it, please do. I tried saving seeds to start. I just can't. I can't grow it from seed for some reason, but I go to the herb garden every year. It just smells like lemon Fruit Loops. I just love it. I smell it on my hands so good. Summer Savory volunteered. When she started growing, I'm like, you look like Summer Savory. And I smell them like, you are Summer Savory. Yay. This is a cayenne pepper plant that I couldn't bear to throw away. I don't like these tomatoes, but I do have to throw them away. They're bad now. But this is the tomato plant that had been in with my mandevilla out front, so I'm anxious to see what it is now. Try not to pop all over the place, because I was down here. Okay, this is Copper Boy Dahlia, and this is Castle Drive. She's coming around. I have the copper stake in there. She was kind of all this color yellow, and she's coming back. If it's the copper, I don't know. I did sprinkle some food in there, but this one's pretty green. I got some lemon thyme, some winter savory. That comes back every year, but summer savory, unless it reseeds itself, then this is what I'm learning this year, is it reseeded itself. The rosemary here is getting crowded out, so I'm gonna be pulling some of this, and all the parsley I had left over from the yard sale. I just planted here, there, and everywhere, so I'm gonna have tabbouleh till the cows come home. which I don't mind. I love tabbouleh. And the rainbow carrots that I planted, that seed seems to go to flower. I mean, some of them didn't, but this was from the egg carton. And see how they're just pretty much perfectly separated, and you don't have to thin them. Well, this here thick one, I know it's the seed one. But look, it's got the white carrot. But the thicker the stalk, see, this has a really big thick stalk. I could tell when it was coming up that it was gonna flower. But I wanted to show you, and I can put a picture of the rainbow carrot seeds that I used. But I think because this cannabis is so crowded, she started to flower. So she's flowering early. I'm debating on topping it. I could top it, but I think it's too late now when she starts flowering. So she's my only hope to get bigger, to get the most from. So another carrot that went to seed. I am not going to let her flower and seed because I have enough carrot seeds to do me every year. I have to pull this because it's a comfrey. That's my comfrey. I'll go show you. But yeah, see, perfectly spaced, really. The egg carton, I really like the egg carton carrot planting. These peppers are doing much better, but I won't be able to save any of the seeds, and they will cross-pollinate because you shouldn't put different peppers this close together. But at least my cayenne peppers aren't out here. But there's yellow pepper, red pepper, they're bell peppers. They're looking pretty good. I already took the flowers off of them once. You want to take the flowers off to encourage the plant to grow taller, or you'll have all these peppers hanging on the ground. But it was last week, or the week before, I pulled the flowers off, and then it flowered again. It didn't even get taller, so that's it. I got some more celery. Some are doing better than others. I don't know why. These pepper plants I got at the same places I got the cayenne pepper plants, and they're not looking the best. Like, look at this pepper plant. Like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? I'm gonna yank it. I'm gonna yank it right out. But last year, my peppers did the same thing like this. So I might not get peppers from her again. That's 2 years. They look like that. This is a different lady. They are looking great. So I have a couple of celery here and celery here. Not doing too good. I think it's got to do with the nasturtiums. I don't think it's a good companion plant for everything, because this isn't happening in all areas. Just with the nasturtium. So yeah, this is getting pulled out. This bed's getting cleaned up, and I'm putting zucchini here and there. And this is a white sage. She turned around. She's really beautiful. Smells like so strong. I love it. I got a couple onions that came up from last year, and I trimmed the top off, but she's ready to be picked. I'm getting excited to start making some ferments with my own onions and peppers and tomatoes. These are Lemon Boy tomatoes. Cosmos. Oh, my jalapeno pepper. Let me put these over here. I'm getting excited to have a little wash space here. This is going to be my countertop. And I got a sink, and here is the comfrey, and I am going to be cutting this right to the ground now that she's going to seed. the bees had their time with her. And she'll grow up and reflower, so I have to do that. And this is the cup plant. I made a video last year calling it an arnica, and then I find out it's not arnica, it's cup plant, so I did a video on what cup plant is. But she is quite an amazing plant. Call it a cup plant because when it rains, it fills up with water like that, and the birds and pollinators get to have water. Cup plant. Okay. Cute. It's like, holds water. Well, the chive's gone to seeds. I'm going to chop that. I planted some extras that I had no place for. So whether they grow here or not, I don't know. These are bean plants and zinnias and cosmos. And I planted more beans here because Fong and his wife really enjoyed these beans. These are really good beans. If you haven't grown them, they are rattlesnake pole beans. And I have them all back there too. On that back with the tomatoes, which might have been a bad idea because the beans are going to grow up and shade that area for the tomatoes. Lesson learned every year because I don't have a lot of room. I got to pick and choose where I'm planting everything. So I have these will grow up and Fong and his wife can enjoy them, and these cucumbers will also grow up and they can enjoy some of those too. I think I'm gonna try and pull this one out and plant it here, and then I'll put some sort of connection there. Cosmos, zinnias, this is getting pulled out too. Like, I don't know what is up with it. I mean, they're beautiful flowers, but no, she's going. This is supposed to be Copper Boy, but she's not. Let me just pull this out now, actually. I'm just gonna lay it here for now. I know. Shouldn't always do that. And actually, this one is really beautiful, but I think it's why my lavender is not doing well. But look at those beautiful red. Such a pretty color, eh? So this is going to look pretty different before long. It's a very medicinal plant. This is a valerian. And valerian root is known to help with addictions. And it's an irvine. It's calming. And this is probably my best cayenne pepper plant. Even this one's not doing well. I'm like, what's up with the peppers? So we'll see. I thought about putting a melon or something in there, but it's pretty hot. I love it. You sit in the greenhouse and it's echoed. So yeah, I find the pepper plant doing really good. I think what I notice about this one in particular is I have sand mixed in with the soil here. I like that. I think the sand can hold some of the moisture a bit more than the dry soil. Well, I just find that it dries out a lot faster without the sand. But the other ones, I put diapers in the bottom. I know it sounds crazy. I know, the diaper thing sounds crazy. But it was like, I don't know, 12 years ago, I was watching YouTube and a lady had put diapers in her hanging baskets so her flowers wouldn't dry out so fast. And at first I thought, wow, that's kind of weird. And I probably wouldn't put diapers in grow bags that I was going to eat from. I don't know. I mean, it's apparently safe enough for babies. Anyway, for the flowers this year, I put diapers. I didn't put them in these ones out here in the backyard, but in the front for my climbing ones, yeah, I did. So we'll see how the diaper trick works. So I'm excited to see what dahlia this actually is. It's probably cafe au lait, because I had a lot of cafe au laits, which I don't mind. She's beautiful. I haven't seen any dahlia really, because it's my first year growing, although Fong has beautiful dahlias over there. I love his yard. And soon he's going to have huge squash hanging from that. The kale here, the Russian kale, I will probably pull. It's not my favorite. I actually like the darker curly kale better for making kale chips and stuff. It might be good, you know, as a young spring salad mix, but I don't like it once it gets bigger. So, and you should grow what you love, right? I was gonna throw this out, but then I washed it with the vinegar and baking soda, the inside. And then I put some lights in there, and it lights up at night. I love it. I do, I love it. Pineapple that Derek planted last year. Well, actually, he took this pineapple piece and soaked it in water, and then the roots came. And when the roots came, I put it in dirt. And I was about to throw it away because it looked like it was dead, and then I seen this thing coming out of the side of it. So I'm anxiously awaiting to see what this pineapple is going to do. Oh, we'll see. Is there anything I missed? I don't know if there's anything I missed. I don't know if I'll wait till July 28th to do another tour or not. I'll keep you guys posted. The chamomile I harvested, I'll have to harvest again. She closes up on cloudy days. And when it's sunny, she opens up. They're like dandelions. Dandelions open up and close. I have a lot of, you'll see a lot of these quartz crystals, snow quartz. And you'll see that I do have a lot of electroculture rods. Not a lot, but a few. I have one here. I have one with a crystal here. Oh, I got little rosebuds. Yay! thanks for popping by. Hope you enjoyed walking around the garden with me, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.